Team America World Police.
Musical or nah?
Yeah, because there's a lot of songs in it.
Everybody has AIDS.
I've been scrubbing my nuts taking a shower. America, yeah. So lick my butt and suck on my balls. The theme plays slowly here.
America, yeah.
It's the song that always in my head.
I'm so lonely, so lonely.
Oh my God, that's great.
America, yeah. Coming again to save the motherfucking day, yeah.
Welcome to the list. This show we pluck a name out of our all-time movie watch. Just watch it and review for your viewing pleasure. The movie we're scratching off the list today is a 2004 satire classic, Team America World Police. Popular Broadway actor Gary Johnston is recruited by the elite counterterrorism organization Team America World Police. As the world begins to crumble around him, he must battle with terrorists, celebrities, and falling in love.
Musical or nah?
See? Yeah, it's a musical.
My favorite musical ever.
Yeah, because there's a lot of songs in it, and they sing, and their songs are telling a story. So yeah, most definitely is a musical. I never thought of that, but yeah, I remember watching it a couple years after it came out in the theaters at a friend's house, and I just walked in and it was halfway through and it just captivated me. I was like, "What the hell's going on?" Right? Yeah, I forgot you were there.
Yeah, we watched it from the get-go.
Did we?
Yes.
I remember doing that, but I don't remember you being there at all.
Oh yeah, I was there.
Had you seen it before that?
Yes, I did.
Okay,
I have the DVD.
I figured you did. The neighbor kid like rented it or something. I just remember watching it there, but I completely did not remember you being there. My bad.
Yeah, because I kind of instigated it because I don't remember what we were gonna watch, and I was like, "Let's watch Team America. That's a very good movie." I was like, "What the f-? Okay, well, if it's bad, you're gonna pay for it." I'm like, "Whatever."
Yeah, because we were young, man.
Middle school.
Too young or the perfect audience, one of the two.
Well, we were 13, man. I mean, Jesus.
I think it's an uncancelable comedy because of who it's coming from, you know?
Oh.
These guys literally try to get canceled every week and they just can't because the fan base is too strong.
Dude, they are just so ingrained in the cultural zeitgeist that it's unbelievable.
They're like God status. They can say literally whatever they want now. They could do anything. They might say they can't, but from the outside looking in, I think they can. And when they do, it's like it shifts the culture. Like the culture's like, did you see them do the this and that in the South Park and the this and that? Like, yeah, they made fun of the this and the that, and the clips start going around.
I think the most recent thing was the Panderstone.
They've been legendary for a long time, man. So yeah, this movie's wild from what I remember, especially watching it again. It's a 2004 action movie with puppets by the South Park guys. That's the pitch. That's the elevator sales pitch for the movie. Like,
don't pass on it because the production value is,
oh my God,
nuts.
Don't diminish the fact that I saw puppets.
No.
It's absolutely wild.
Remember that movie also with puppets called The Thunderbirds or something like that?
You knew about that?
Yeah.
I did not know about that. I had never heard about that. So that's what this is based off of.
Yeah, I remember that. That was way back when.
Dude, it's 1965. I thought I was gonna tell you about it. So now I feel like more of a dick that you know and I don't know. I was gonna be like, I could hear the comments yelling at me that I don't know nothing about the damn Thunderbirds.
Because I remember I always wanted to watch the Thunderbirds, and there was a part in my mind that said, "Oh, maybe Team America is part of the Thunderbirds." I was so wrong.
How did you hear about the Thunderbirds? Thunderbirds is a damn BBC show from the 1960s, dude.
I don't know. I just remember watching something. I don't know if it was a commercial in somebody's house. I don't know what happened. I just remember watching a TV spot for the Thunderbirds.
That's wild. Which was a British puppet show set in the 1960s, and it follows the exploits of international rescue. So the heroes would equip a bunch of cool vehicles, and the fleet of all those vehicles were named the Thunderbirds. And it's like a dad with 5 sons or whatever. Mm-hmm. So what's funny about that is that same year in 2004, they released a live action movie of the Thunderbirds. The same year that Team America released in 2004.
Yeah, Team America did way better.
Parker and Stone didn't actually grow up watching it, but they felt inspired, and what they wanted to do was a spoof of either Armageddon or The Day After Tomorrow with puppets.
They killed it.
Because they thought that the movie sucked though, but they wanted to do like a scary movie kind of spoof to it. But obviously the studios did not let that happen. So they decided to write a whole new script that took 2 years about action movie cliches, and they actually hit it on the nail. Before we dive into Team America World Police, make sure you head on down there, like, comment, and subscribe to the video. Let us know all your Trey Parker, Matt Stone thoughts, South Park, Team America World Police, any and all stuff. Let's chat down in the comments. Let's get into the movie.
Riri?
Riri. We start in France with a puppeteering. That opening shot of the puppeteering, which that puppet, the puppet's puppet, it's supposed to resemble Trey Parker. So when they were pitching this movie to the studios, they showed that part to them. And so the studio heads thought that was going to be the movie. The little puppet with the bullshit background.
Simon.
So when that started, one of the head producers said, they f***ed us. The budget and all that didn't fit. So then after that scene, it breaks out into the streets of Paris with a bunch of puppets, and the level of detail in the production in this is crazy. There's so much going on. Did you notice that the floor, there's little croissants?
No mames, no.
Yeah.
No mames.
The pavement is shaped like little croissants. I like that.
Croissant.
So yeah, there's so many puppets in this shot. It's crazy. The level of detail. The little maquetas are dope.
And the French.
Oh yeah, the French. All the other languages that are not English are fantastic. So we get to see these guys who are acting a little sus with a briefcase. They're over here acting a little weird. Then all of a sudden, Team America Chopper shows up and a shootout starts. I like how they get shot and they fly off. How they react to the bullet. How they bouncing up and down is funny. All that shit's fun.
They're puppets. We know they're puppets, but they're trying to even sell that they're puppets.
They were trying to make the puppets say jokes, but Trey Parker figured out that by having the puppets act super serious, that's what makes it funny.
He nailed it, bro.
Because they're still goofy ass looking puppets. That's where the comedy is, you know?
But they actually look pretty dope.
Yeah. But they're still goofy puppets when they're walking around. If you think about it, there's no joke told in the movie.
Holy shit.
They're not really saying any jokes. So in the movie, when they get to this very first 1v1, that's a perfect example of how goofy it is, because the puppets are puppeting towards each other, but they're acting serious. They're in it. They're fighting, right? But because they're puppets, it looks funny, and that's where the comedy lies for this whole movie.
I just went through the whole movie in my mind, and you're right. There was never a joke. Never. Everything was so serious. Even the goofiest parts, they're serious. They take themselves very seriously.
I mean, there are jokes, but there's not like your mama's so fat or anything like that kind of stuff. Like every character is acting serious.
Yeah, they're more goofs rather than jokes.
Yeah, and it's hilarious. So we get to that first 1v1 and they're messing around. A launcher a shot at the guy that's running away. They miss him and hit the Eiffel Tower. Then they just decide to shoot a rocket at the Louvre, explode that, and get the guy. They allegedly think they stopped the terrorist, but they made a gigantic mess. But they won. They don't care. It's such a Marvel move right there. Then one of the team members, Carson, decides to propose to Lisa, and in that moment, the terrorist pops up and shoots him. The slow-mo is great. Bits and pieces flying off. So poor old Carson dies in Lisa's arms. So we cut to little New York City, where that set was cool. All the cars, the lights. I was like, what the hell? I thought it was like a real shot. It took me a minute, man.
Mm-hmm.
The visuals in this thing is awesome. The puppets, the sets, and they're actually a little bit bigger than I thought they would be. I think the puppets are like 20-something inches big.
Oh shit, I did not know. No, I did not know that.
They're also, the style of them, they're kind of freaky, but they're kind of cool looking. The detail is crazy.
That's the thing. They're so detailed.
You'll appreciate this tidbit. They're actually created by the Kyoto brothers. They're the guys behind Killer Clowns from Outer Space.
No, pues no mames, no wonder way. Masterful.
Which we've done for the list, and I'll leave for you right over here. Make sure you watch that later.
Oh, that's a good movie.
We love that movie. So we're in the musical Lease, which is a super mega spoof to the musical Rent.
Everybody has AIDS.
AIDS. So we see Spotswood, who's looking to recruit Gary, the main protagonist of the Lease musical, to his team. He wants his acting talents for some weird reason. but he's afraid he's going to get a finger in his ass.
Oh.
I'm supposed to get in your car and let you put your finger inside me.
Did you see the limo? The limo kind of looked like a Tesla Cybertruck to me.
Yes, it did. It was super high. It was like I kind of felt like a Lambo limo.
Yeah. And again, we get to see the puppet detail in the sets. And because the limo turns into a jet, it just flies off. That looked really cool. He says that he wants an actor to infiltrate the terrorist group to spy on them to see what they're going to do. And they fly into the Mount Rushmore, what turns out to be their base. And there he meets the team. He gets the role of each team member, and he also meets Lisa, who...
That's just so American. Mount Rushmore is the base of this world police. Wait, no mame.
He's also introduced to intelligence, which is the computer there, who has gathered info on the mission. So he's told what they want from him, and he's asked...
If you're not interested, there's the door.
All right, thanks.
I like that he does not hesitate. He just turns around and leaves.
Get the fuck out of there.
There's no like, all right, let me see. And then turns around. It's like immediately they cut to him. He turns around and leaves. But Lisa goes after him and she actually gives him her card and gives him time to think about it. And here, so spoofy, Baxter, the driver, who I thought was going to be like somebody in disguise because the puppet looked like very female.
Mm-hmm.
He flies him to the Capitol and we get another song.
Freedom isn't free. No, there's a hefty f***ing fee.
Oh my God, that's great. So we cut to North Korea where a terrorist is approaching Kim Jong-il and he's saying that he can't take the weapons yet. And in Korean, he decides because of that to shoot his interpreter. And then he goes with like what his catchphrase turns out to be.
Hello?
That's his line. He says it a lot and it's great every time.
Oh, hello.
Oh, hello. He's very Cartman-y with his brattiness, you know? That's why it's so easy. So he scares the terrorists into taking his weapons. So Gary comes back to join the team after his little adventure, and they need to perform surgery so he looks Middle Eastern. They just paste a bunch of hair all over his face. He's jacked up.
Pubes, way.
It's gross. So Spotswood is swinging around the table as he's debriefing. I love that. It's just randomly, because he would just randomly appear with a chair, with a Professor X chair throughout the movie. I was like, where did he get his chair from? Like, what the hell's going on, man? So he's briefing the team on the mission. They have to go to Cairo to infiltrate the terrorists, and they also give Gary a hammer in case he's found out.
Use this.
Because they're break easy, or how are you supposed to kill yourself with a hammer?
I don't know, but it was super dark. I was like, oh no, Spots would use piece of shit.
So they're heading out to Cairo, and the most memorable thing from this movie outside of puppet sex happens in the theme.
America! Yeah! Coming again to save the motherfucking day, yeah!
You cannot sing it if you hear someone say America.
Yeah.
You just can't. You just
No.
can't. You just can't. I love this thing. I've been singing this thing for 3 days.
See, wait.
I've been scrubbing my nuts, taking a shower. America, yeah. So lick my butt and suck on my balls.
This song has lived rent free in my mind since I watched the damn movie.
Everybody's, man.
In random occasions, just pops into your head.
Because it encapsulates America perfectly, man. It's beautiful. And I was disappointed that it only lasts 20 seconds.
That's what she said.
Yeah.
It's like really quick, a couple things here and there, and that shuts off. You're like, what the hell? So one of the team members, Chris, says that he does not trust actors.
Awesome.
It's so stupid because he delivers it serious, you know? So we're in Cairo, and I like how they show how everything is far away from America because the only thing that matters is America, you know?
Simon.
Cairo, 3,000 miles away. So my homie comes out in a towel on his head. No mames.
Just painted brown with pubes on his face.
And Chris walks up to him and starts talking shit.
And if you betray us, I'll rip your balls off and stuff them up your ass so that the next time you shit, you'll shit all over your balls. Got it?
What's your problem with me?
Yeah? You want to go?
You want to go? Huh? You want to go? And they start going. I love that you can see the strings, man.
Yes, that's perfect.
So they develop a signal to try to get past the guards. I'll just do this. So he gets to the guards and mumbles some offensive shit to get past the guards, and he does.
Haka sherpa sherpa. A bacala.
Oh, but I love that he says it like very serious, and one of the guards is just, oh on, Durka, Durka, Durka. And just lifts and waves him fried. Waves him by. I was like, oh my God.
Oh, Durka, Durka, Durka.
The Durka shit got me.
Because it's not even Afghanistan. It's Durka, Durkistan.
Yeah. So he gets taken to the back, and the dealer asks him if he knows anything about pain and suffering. And he keeps getting these flashbacks of like audio of people screaming and monkeys, which is some sort of trauma that we're going to get an explanation to later. But he makes something up to the dealers, and they start crying, and he convinces them. They're just chilling out there, and the team gets spotted outside. So they make a run for it. They take Gary with them, and Team America sets out for the chase. And Gary's trying to relay the sign, but these fools don't notice it's him.
I forgot about the sign.
They're shooting at him and he's all stressing out. I love how much of a mess they make, man. They make such a little mess in their little maquetas. But the action scenes are so dope. It's great action throughout the whole movie.
They're just there to kick ass and take names.
Yeah, and I love also that like the women are badass, and you know now it's like a whole thing, right? But it wasn't back then in 2004. Sarah just shows up and is like, Gary walks in a room with a bunch of fools, and she's like, Gary. She don't see anybody. She just lights the whole room up. Lisa swoops in and saves him right before they hit the crash and explosions happen. They made a giant mess, but in their minds, they did their mission because they got the locations of the
WMDs.
But in the process, they're pissing off the world. And we cut to Alec Baldwin, which is the head of
the Film Actors Guild.
I'll let you guys figure out
the acronym.
The perfect acronym. But part of the Film Actors Guild, we get Sean Penn, a bunch of actors. We can't forget of
Matt Damon.
Oh my God.
Originally, Matt Damon wasn't supposed to be like a damn Pokemon, man.
No?
He was going to have lines, and he was going to be able to say whatever he wanted, right? But Matt and Trey Parker saw the puppet and thought he looked... Their words, not mine.
Quote.
Yeah, quote. So that idea sparked right there.
They're pulling shit out of their asses on the fly.
Yeah.
And it's just perfect.
The way he says it too is like Dirk B way, because it fits with his face. It's for no reason other than the puppet looked dumb.
Matt Damon.
They're like they almost felt bad because they love Matt Damon. They're like, Matt Damon rules. Matt Damon's dope, right? But the puppet is what rules.
Alec Baldwin being the biggest badass in the guild.
They're not bad guys per se. They're just on the wrong side because what they're trying to do is positive, but they're going about it the wrong way.
Mm-hmm.
Damon, Clooney, and Baldwin were, along with a bunch of other actors, were cool about it, right? There was one guy that was not. That was Sean Penn, who wrote a letter to the duo and actually said in the letter, signed it off with "fuck you," right? But what made the duo laugh is that in the letter, he wrote what he's being made fun of.
Last year, I went to Iraq.
Okay.
What is his line? I've been to Iraq, and I did. In the letter, he said that I've been to Iraq, and you're gonna disrespect me. So he's like proving their point.
Simon,
dude, this is why we're making fun of you, but they didn't say anything.
This is just going a step beyond.
Yeah, you're making it better for our fans. You understand? So then we cut to Kim looking at his sharks.
One of the most expensive things in this movie, it was the f***ing glasses way.
Well, it's because all the other puppets are the same body. Doesn't matter if it's male or female. The only puppet that's different is Kim.
Yeah, but they made like 3 or 4 pairs of glasses.
Hmm?
They were so expensive to make because they're prescription glasses.
Really?
Oh yeah, no, it was in the DVD. I think it's in the DVD.
So he's over there looking at his sharks. Hans Blinks comes in trying to inspect the whole thing.
Hans Bricks? Oh no!
You breaking my balls.
Hans, you breaking my balls here, Hans. You breaking my balls.
That was the best. One of the best. You're breaking my bars down, Hans. You're breaking my bars.
That gave me super Cartman vibes, you know?
Yes, the Cartman sprinkled with a Chinese cheaty wog guy.
So he sends him to the shark. He's like, oh, a little bit this way. One of my favorite parts is him cursing at him.
You want inspection? We'll inspect that, you butt piece of shit.
After he's getting chewed out. Everything he's saying, you mother... So we cut back to Team America celebrating because they got the location of the WMDs. Joe is over here dancing with Sarah. He's got a crush on Sarah. And Sarah asks him about dating between the members because he thinks it's between him and her. But Sarah revealed earlier that she actually has a crush on Gary.
Mm-hmm.
Gary's outside thinking about stuff, and Lisa walks up on him, and we get the story about his trauma, how gorillas tossed his brother around and beat him to death, all because of his acting. What the?
The gorillas beat him to death before the zookeepers could gas them all.
That is super dark.
It made me think of Harambe.
Yeah, me too. I was like, I low-key was like, assholes.
So he tries to make a move on Lisa, but she's not ready. She's still messed up over her homie. And I guess to get the wooden poon, he decides to promise her he will never die.
It was so serious.
I promise I will never die.
So he does that just to get the poon, and they start to go at it.
But goddamn, my man's got moves.
I love when she's going shh, and it's all over his eye and shit. Oh, it's so wild, man. They do a lot of stuff, and the sex scene was supposed to be much longer. It was actually had to be cut 9 times. They kept getting an NT-17 rating.
Damn. Oh shit. Okay.
So it had to be cut up to 9 times to finally get the R rating they needed in America.
Verga, güey. So that was basically a movie.
Well, that scene, everything they were doing, yeah.
Simon.
Yeah. They got away with a lot of stuff. They did a lot of positions and little titties, and there's a lot of stuff in there.
But it wasn't it that they kind of went really crazy with the positions and everything?
The scene was way crazier.
Okay.
Of everything they were doing. What's even crazier is that in other countries, it's rated E for everyone.
Are you kidding me?
Yeah, because they just saw puppets. So I'm pretty sure they didn't watch the movie. So they're like, yeah, kids can watch this.
Oh, so yeah, like, oh, it's Berserk, a guy with a sword. Sure, let my kids watch it.
That's wild. Imagine, I want to go see a little movie about the puppets. And then 30 minutes in, the puppets are what the hell's going on? So we go to Panama, where another attack occurs, and all these little brown puppets and a donkey drown.
See more.
There's one white couple, I guess. So the intelligence turns out to be wrong about the attackers. Alec Baldwin is over here blaming Team America, who turns out to be Gary's idol. So everybody pissed off at Team America now. Michael Moore out here yelling at him too.
Oh, see, I forgot about Michael Moore being in the movie.
So even though all the other actors were like made fun of for the like false activism, really, that's really the commentary, right?
Mm-hmm.
The Michael Moore thing was a personal attack. Michael Moore had a documentary about the Columbine where he was interviewing Matt Stone. In the documentary, after he interviews Matt Stone, they show this little cartoon after it explaining part of American history, but the way I shot and edited it, they make it look like it was Stone that did it. It's not quite South Park, but it's a cartoon. Like, who has a cartoon that comments on political stuff? You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
And Matt Stone obviously did not like that, so they decided to make Michael Moore the backstabbing American as a dig here.
Oh, no. It kind of felt a little bit hard on the paint.
Like they were actually making fun of him. He had hot dogs. He was a slob. He was gross. Like all the other actors are depicted like the actors, you know?
For me, it kind of felt natural.
Yeah, it felt like they were just going with the flow. It didn't feel malicious or it didn't feel like an attack while watching it.
Turns out it was.
So the Durka took credit for the attack. In this whole argument, Sarah finds out that Lisa slept with Gary, who she likes, and she walks out. And Gary leaves, claiming he will never act again because of his failures. The theme plays slowly here.
America. Yeah.
So they fight a Durka, and on their way they get attacked by North Koreans. And a dogfight ensues, and that action is awesome, man. They're shooting at each other. This whole part was detailed too. I like that while they're fighting, they're spilling the tea. Like, you knew I liked them, but they're fighting, you know?
And it's something I did like because I kind of reminded me of Top Gun.
Mm-hmm. That was one of the movies they watched, that and Pearl Harbor, because they wanted to make fun of action movies.
Simon, and they nailed it machine.
Yeah, it looks good.
Yeah, the dog, again, there's just puppets. They transmit a lot of emotions.
Even though they can't really move their face a whole lot, but they do a better job than some actors out here. So the team ends up losing the fight. I think for Michael Moore, they stuffed ham inside the puppet when they exploded him. That's why it looks like that. And Kim is like, why? He goes on her rant.
Why is everyone so stupid?
And probably your favorite song starts.
No. Well, yeah, it's my favorite song. See, when that
you were singing it before we started.
See, when it's the song that always in my head.
I'm so lonely.
I remember you singing it back then.
Yes,
and
I couldn't get it out of my head.
I love that a lot of words that he says are like with R because of the accent. When he says seriously.
Seems like no one takes me seriously.
That's my favorite. That's my favorite part.
Rory and Sadri are wrong.
Simon. They added a bunch of L's on there on purpose. So remember when there's a statue of him and he's walking down the palace?
Simon.
That's actually a guy in makeup.
What?
Yeah, you can see him blink and he's moving a little bit.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, yeah, it's crazy.
I so lonely.
So we cut to Gary with a beard at a bar.
That is my favorite scene.
The explanation or the aftermath?
Both.
The whole bar scene is what you like.
Yes, I memorized the spiel.
It's like a throwaway. I love that because the drunken guy comes up and starts to tell him that 3 types of people: dick, pussies, and assholes.
Pussies think everyone can get along, and dicks just want to all the time without thinking it through. But then you got your assholes, Chuck. And all the assholes want us to shit all over everything.
When he's listening to it, he's like not there, and it still resonates.
He's hammered.
Because it's so simple, the way the other guy puts it.
So pussies may get mad at dicks once in a while because pussies get by dicks. But dicks also assholes, Chuck. And if they didn't the assholes, you know what you'd get? You get your dick and your pussy all covered in shit.
And even in real life, it just translates perfectly.
Yes, it works. That's the way I live life now because of what this drunken puppet told me. So Gary, he's walking in the back and he starts throwing up. He goes to the alley and throws up some more and some more. And just when you think he's done, he throws up some more. And then he gets to throw up violently. It's gross. There's a lot of stuff going on there. Then we come back to Alec Baldwin with the Film Actors Guild. They feel like they gotta step it up. So they want to host a world peace conference and decide to partner up with Kim to do so. We cut to the Koreans torturing the team. Kim reveals that he wants to detonate a massive explosion all around the world. That's his real plan because he wants everybody to be miserable and he basically wants an apocalypse. Lisa calls him out as he's walking away that he must be very lonely, so he takes her and gives her a front row seat to the show. Cut to Gary with another song saying that Pearl Harbor sucks and he misses Lisa.
Pearl Harbor sucks, and I miss you.
I love the song because it's shitting on Affleck. Hell yeah.
All the songs are sang in the worst pitch possible.
Great. So Gary goes back to the base and he finds a giant mess. Intelligence reboots and Spotswood pops up and he wants to explode North Korea with the team there. And Gary's like, no, send me instead.
Gary, you gotta suck my...
To prove his trust, he has to do that.
What? Right here, right now.
After some convincing, I love the music while he's doing it too.
He does it.
I thought he was going to come up with stuff. I thought he was going to open his mouth and they were going to have like some sort of like...
No, he just deadpan.
Yeah. Like he did it. Like he just... Even the puppet's acting like he's so disappointed. But I thought they were going to go more. I thought they were going to do like oatmeal out of the mouth or something.
Yeah, I know, but no.
I like that they didn't because they're playing with your expectations.
Yes, and I love the part that it was not sexual. It was like, you do this, I trust you. Punto.
Spotswood is gay.
Yes. I mean, no, Spotswood is a fruit. They did not show the pleasure in Spotswood's face. It was like, okay, yes, he I mean,
it's
sure,
business.
Shit enjoyed it, but it was business, exactly.
And he's like, I'm not telling nobody. Don't worry about it. And that kicks off a training montage, or I should say, montage.
Montage.
You need a montage. Even Rocky had a montage.
After the montage, Kim's at the conference, and he says that when Alex shows up, the WMDs will go off. Got to Gary with some Jedi shit.
Awesome.
Talking to those guys. He gets past the first guys, and then once he gets to the door, he starts wasting booze. Then we cut to Tim Robbins and Martin Sheen, who are guarding the team.
We're guards. We're guards, huh? We're guards. We're guards.
Gary, disguised as a Korean guy, tells him that there's a guy up there. So he gets past them and he frees the team. Alec wants the actors to keep Team America away from the stage because he already figures out that they're there. And in a shootout, they blow Clooney's head and start f***ing up the rest of the team as well. So Joe and Sarah get trapped and they unleash panthers on them.
Pussycat. Pussy-gatos.
So then Susan Sarandon is trying to trick Chris and Gary. Can't get past Gary, and she gets lit up.
I love, they're always shooting from the hip.
Yeah.
But it's crazy, just all over the place.
And then they cut to the other puppet. It's so precise where they got hit.
Seaway.
This leads to Chris letting us know why he hates actors. It's because when he went to go see the show Cats and got to go backstage as a kid.
I was by Mr. Mistopheles.
Bitch, why? So we cut back to Sarah, the clairvoyant, who starts to talk to the pussies. Gary and Chris get their asses beat by the remaining actors. And we cut to Alec, who's on stage, where Kim sets the timer for 5 minutes. The rest of the team shows up, and we have a brawl. There's a sword fight between Helen Hunt and Sarah.
Oh, Simon.
There's a bunch of back and forth. Chris and Sam do the Matrix theme.
But I love it that it's not like a camera pan. They literally just turn the puppets.
It's much easier because how are you going to do that with the set? Like when you think Matrix, in my head, I do the bullet dodge, right?
Simon. But that's like the Trinity kick, right?
Yeah, but the movie spoofed the kick more than the dodge, I feel like.
I love that.
In the 2000s, that's like the biggest thing that they spoof off the movie. So they end up messing up the actors. And Team America comes onto a stage and tries to tell them that Kim is actually a bad guy, but nobody's listening. Alec and the leaders aren't really buying it, so Gary has to go on stage and act versus Baldwin. This is where Gary brings up the drunken conversation about the dick, pussies, and assholes.
Because pussies are only an inch and a half away from assholes.
And with that, wins them over. Kim lights up Baldwin from up the balcony. But Lisa takes advantage of this time and pushes him off, and he gets impaled by a German guy's helmet.
The German dignitary wearing a World War I helmet. No, mames.
Gary comes in and stops the attack right in the nick of time, and Gary and Lisa kiss. And that's where Spotswood comes up on the TV. And
He's a man who knows that when you put another man's cock in your mouth, you make a pact.
it's like, dude, you didn't have to say that. Then Kim is revealed to be a roach and flies off.
Oh my God,
It was a real roach, man.
I know it was a real roach. No way.
And the theme kicks in. And I like when they start listing shit off.
McDonald's!
Fuck yeah!
Walmart!
Fuck yeah!
The Gap!
Fuck yeah!
Baseball!
Fuck yeah!
NFL!
Fuck yeah!
Rock and roll!
Fuck yeah!
The internet!
Fuck yeah!
Slavery!
Fuck yeah!
Simon.
They got me because I was saying yeah next to everything.
They're like, oh no, wait, sorry, no, my bad.
The movie ends, but you have to stick around still. Not for like any post-credit scenes because the music. They're playing a little bit of all the music throughout the whole credit.
Yup.
And at the very end, Kim is singing a song saying,
You are worthless, Alec Bowen. You are worthless, Alec Bowen. You failed in every way, and now my stock in you has fallen. Your career is stalling, and you're worthless, Alec Bowen. That's why I blew your head off, and your children are all boring.
oh man, and it ends finally. It's fantastic. I love this thing. If you're feeling down, if you're not in the mood for life, throw on Team America World Police, man. It definitely is from the time. It's 2004, but it definitely feels supercharged, for 9/11. There's a lot of commentary and satire there after that. But like we mentioned, not only because of expensive glasses, but it was very difficult to film because of the puppets. Just simple scenes of like a puppet drinking something would took days.
Yeah, imagine just like a stop motion, that type of time.
But you have more control over stop motion. Here, you don't know what the hell the puppet's going to do, man.
Yeah.
So as you mentioned already, according to the legendary duo, it's the hardest thing they've ever done and probably won't ever do again, as much as I feel like we needed new Team America, man.
They used to do South Park with construction paper.
Right.
That's even hard. That was even harder.
Could you do CGI puppets? CGI has done crazy shit, Like you take a picture of every position you want them to be and then just do it. There's this game out there called Harold Halibut or something. It's a video game. It's on the Game Pass. That's claymation, but it's a game. And
wow.
It's wild. So the technology's out there where they could probably take a bunch of I don't know, but these guys are so dedicated. They take no shortcuts.
No, they're nuts.
That's why they're so exhausted, because they literally put everything into their projects, and the fans appreciate that, and you can see and taste that effort. So I don't see them doing that, but the technology's out there to do something like that. Maybe like a cartoon or something. I don't know, man. It's just great.
Oh my God, it was just amazing. From start to finish, This movie is just banger after banger after banger. Every scene is just chef's kiss. They hit it out of the park with South Park, and with this, they're just cementing their style. I mean, it's South Park is your kind of style, and you've never seen this before. I mean, I don't know how you have not gone live without seeing this. It's a must. My camera died, but yeah, the puppeteering and the sets are peak, and it's just the sets and the miniatures, all that goes very appreciated. It's a wild movie, man. It can't be done by anybody else today. If they ever do decide a sequel, we'll be right there to watch it. Do you think if they do let's say, okay, they're doing a sequel, is that a straight to streaming thing? Hopefully, yeah, I would imagine.
You want it to there? You don't want it to have like a?
Oh no, I wanted to watch it on the big screen, dude. I want to watch it on the IMAX screen.
It feels like something they'd be throwing on a streaming thing. I feel like.
Yeah, but nowadays, yes.
But yeah, we 100% recommend it. You can't see me, but I'm smiling ear to ear, remembering every scene from this movie. If you like this video, make sure you let us know down in the comments. Thank you guys for watching. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe. Remember to always and forever. You do.
No one I can relate to. I'm Rory Sarah.